Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To start the drive, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Watson on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing on 1st down. Anthony. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Running on 1st down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to 43. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Anthony finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And his throw is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Nagar's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Raiders Raiders at 12-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Spinning away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air yet again, Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the 10.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
close of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never were crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw on second down, Anthony. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, Anthony. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler now between the tackles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Looking to throw. Anthony. He's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Jacobs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
This pass finds its way to Williams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Back to throw. Anthony. And incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. Second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Anthony. And the Raiders have got him. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.